Hello, today I'm going to show you how to make a favorites list on the Natalie Studio website. First, you need to access your photos. If you don't know how to find your photos, please watch my other video on how to find your photos. Once you're at your photo page, you'll see that you can view the photos in two ways. This is the thumbnail view, where you can see multiple photos all together smaller. If you prefer to view them larger, you can simply click on a photo and it brings you to the dim the lights slideshow view. And then you can click through each photo individually and see each one larger. To return back to the thumbnails, simply click on the X in the top right. You can select photos in both the thumbnail view and in the slideshow view. If you're selecting the thumbnail view, you need to click on Select Photos in the top right, and then you will see a little circle pop up as you hover over each photo. You can click the check mark in the circle, and that selects the photo. If you decide you don't want one, you can simply go back and click off the check mark. To add these photos to a favorites list, simply click the Add to Favorites button on the top right corner. Once you click that, you'll see that a black bar appears at the top of your screen, and this is now your favorites selection. Now, if we are in the slideshow mode, we can click on the F key, and this will also add our photos to our favorite selection. You'll see how the number in the top right will change as I click the F key. If you happen to click a photo that's already in your favorite selection with the F key twice, it will remove it. So if I click F, I've added this and now I've got 6. If I click F again, it will remove it. Let's keep that one in there. So now that I've made a selection, I can view that selection by clicking on it in the top left corner. This is where we can modify it. If we want to remove a photo, we can click the X in the top right, or we can click Remove All and Start Fresh. The important part at this stage is once you've got all your photos selected, you need to save them. They only stay saved in your browser's cache for about 1 month after you've selected them. But if you click the Save button in the top right, it's orange so you can see it, and you log in, then they will be saved forever and you can always access them. To log in, you can click on Save. It will bring you to the login page and you can register on my website. Logging in won't send you any junk mail, so don't worry about that. So now that I'm logged in, you can see that I can save my selection, and it's saved. So see how it says stored in your account? Now I know that my selection has been saved. Another valuable thing is that you can have multiple selection sets. So for example, you might want to make a favorites list of all of your personal favorites to send to family and friends, and then you're going to want to pick 45 to 65 photos for your album. So I can make a new set and call it album. You could also make a favorites list for a wall cluster and pick out some of your favorite ones that you would want to display on your wall. All of this is very helpful when we're trying to choose our photos at your showing. So now I can go through. I'm going to click Select Photos again so that I get that circle at the bottom of each. And then on Favorites app, first I'm going to switch over my wall cluster. So now it says wall cluster, and I can add to favorites, and that will add those to the wall cluster. So the important things to remember are to make sure you store them in your account, and when you're all set with all of your photos, you can send them to me from your collection page. Just click Send To, and it says Send to Photographer. You can write me a little note. And then click Share. You can also send them to friends by clicking the Send a Friend button, and you can send them as a read-only set where they can only view them, or you can send them as a full access set where they can edit and change the set. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to contact me. You can find my contact information under Contact and Contact Natalie Studio. Thanks a lot, and I hope that helps.